No.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna quickly go over what we missed, and then maybe you can answer the question. Camilla, did you do your homework? Camilla? Oh, sorry, I muted you by accident. I can't hear you.
No.
No? Okay, so then we're gonna quickly do it and review it so that David could do his answer as well. So the quote of the day that we had last week is, "It is during our darkest moment that we must focus to see the light." This is Aristotle Onassis. So my question to you was, write a paragraph about what you think the quote means and how you would adapt it in real life. Does everyone understand the question? David, Camilla? Camilla, David, you guys understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start my timer. I'll give you 7 minutes.
What was the question?
The question was, what do you think this quote means, and how can you relate it to real life? So I'm gonna just remove their answer. Write a paragraph of what you think this quote entails, and provide a scenario where you would use this quote. Write a scenario where this quote is relevant.
Can you go back to the quote page?
Yep. Camilla, how's your answer coming along?
Good, I'm almost done.
Okay. Okay, I got one answer. So I'm gonna take it up. Camilla, please send in your answer. All right. So, can you read it for me, David? David.
I think this quote means that if you have or got a bad moment and you are mad or sad, then you should see how you can get happier. In everyday life, it relates to as if you got a F minus on your test and your parents got mad at you and you cried, then you should find a way to make yourself calmer.
Okay. So, couple things. Good job with the quote. So the quote, I think, so you could just take out I think, make it affirmative sentence. This quote means that if you are experiencing a bad moment in life, experiencing a bad moment in life, you should see, so you all this is unnecessary because if you're having a bad moment in life, it's automatically said that you're probably upset or sad. So in life, you should see how you can get happier. So why do you think that? Why is it like what about it?
Because in the quote it says if in your darkest moments, and then you must focus to see the light. I think the dark means bad and the light means good.
So yeah, so during the darkest moments, you must focus on the light. So it's basically informing you to focus on the happier moments. When it's dark right now, don't dwell in it. Feel the moment and move on. Focus on the light. So the happiness, the other approach, the future, all that. So you should see how you can get happier by focusing. So you should say you should focus on the positives of life so you can get happier. Should focus on the positive aspects of life in order to feel happier. In everyday life, this relates to everyday life, but when are you reading your sentences? Proofreading them? It doesn't look like you are. If this relates to everyday life by if you failed a test. Please make sure you use all time to read your sentence over again, because I'm seeing a lot of mistakes where it's like you would be able to catch if you read it. This was if you failed the test and your parents got mad at you and cried. Parents got mad at you. You can just say you should find and you cried. Then you should find a way to make yourself okay. If you failed the test and angered your parents if you failed the test, angered your parents and cried, then you should find a way to make yourself calmer by focusing you should you can make yourself calmer by calmer is one yourself is one word, by the way. Calmer by focusing on the positives of life and studying harder to never experience this again. Okay? Do you understand, David?
Yes.
Okay. Camilla, where's your answer? Camilla. Here, it looks like we're moving on. So, David, can you read this for me?
Aristotle Socrates
Aristotelo. Yeah.
Socrates Onassis. January 15th, 1906 to March 15th, 1975. Commonly called Erie or Aristognathus, was a Greek prominent shipping magnate. He
Amassed.
amassed the world's largest privately owned shipping fleet and was one of the world's richest and most famous men. He was known for his business success, his great wealth, and also his personal life, including his marriage in 1968 to Jacqueline Kennedy, the widow of President John F. Kennedy.
Okay. It's Jacqueline. Good job. So, essentially, he is the richest man for owning a privately owned shipping fleet. So, that's like a shipping company. And he's become one of the world's richest and famous men. He's known for his success and also his marriage to Jacqueline Kennedy, who is the President John F. Kennedy's wife. So she married John F. Kennedy while he was alive, and once he died, she went on to live her own life and met Aristotle. Okay. So we're gonna go into some idiom and proverbs. So, Camilla, are you still here? Okay, I guess not. David, can you read what's on the screen for me?
Everything but the kitchen sink. Almost everything and anything has been included. Excuse my French. Please forgive me for cussing. Read the two.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's all you need. So these are the two out of everything but the kitchen sink, which means basically everything but has to be included. And excuse my French is like sorry for cussing. Like sorry to say this, but I want you to write a short, meaningful story, 5 to 7 sentences, including the idiom, and please make sure that you read your work and make sure it sounds correct. And it's supposed to be in third person, okay? Do you know what third person is?
No.
So third person means that you're not going to be using all the pronouns like I, mine, you, but third person means that you're looking at it from a third point of view. So you're going to be giving a bird's eye view. You're watching the interaction go down. So try and write it that way, and then I'll explain it better for the next time. Do you understand, David?
Yes.
Hi guys, are you almost done? David?
Almost.
Okay, Camilla? Okay, let's take this up. Okay. Can you read it for me?
John went on a cruise and he booked a Diamond Plus room, which everything but the kitchen sink was included, but the whole room. He went to the lounge and the app said it had snacks, but nothing was out. No food, no nothing, but chairs and tables. He asked the front desk, and they said that it was coming out at 5 p.m. It was 3 p.m. He argued and cussed, and John said to the guy next to him, "Excuse my French." After he was done, he just went to the buffet a level lower and ate a snack there.
Okay. So John went on a cruise. He booked a Diamond Plus room, which everything but the kitchen sink was included, but the whole room. Does that make sense to you, David?
Yeah.
John went on a so if I'm saying this to you, John went on a cruise and he booked a Diamond Plus room, which everything but the sink was included, but the whole room. That makes sense to you? There's no words missing?
Is it supposed to be two sentences?
No, but there's supposed to be some words. So John went on a cruise and he booked a Diamond, it's spelled incorrectly, by the way, plus room, which had everything but the kitchen sink. Yeah, which had anything but the kitchen sink. So what does had everything but the kitchen sink mean?
Almost everything and anything.
Yeah, almost everything and anything has been included. So that's good. You used the idiom right. He went to the lounge and the app said, okay, he went to the lounge because the app said it had snacks, but nothing was out. Oh, underline, sorry. Because, why? Because the app said it had snack, but nothing was out. So we add a comma here as well. No food, no nothing but chairs. So no food but chairs. There was, okay, so we could just take this out. So we could say there was nothing except for chairs and tables. He asked the front desk, and they said it was coming out at 5 p.m. It was 3 p.m. He argued and cussed at the front desk, and he at the front desk person. John, before John left, he said, "Excuse my French," to the guy next to him, okay? Before John left, he said, "Excuse my French," to the guy next to him. After he was done yelling, after he was done what?
Arguing?
Arguing. After he was done arguing, he he went to the buffet at okay, he went to the buffet a level lower and ate a snack there. Good job. So you see how there, if you proofread, you can see how you could have fixed the had and the he said arguing because sometimes when you read it out loud, you'll be able to recognize it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. Can you read the vocab? We're now into vocab words.
Epiphany.
Tiffany. Yeah.
Now, a sudden intuitive leap of understanding, often with credit given to divine inspiration. A sudden manifestation of the essence or meaning of something. A revelation.
Revelation. So basically what happens is that it means that you had a sudden understanding or sudden like manifestation, like something got revealed to you. So seemingly miraculous circumstances such as an um, unexplained healing from a serious illness often leads to a person to an epiphany regarding the blessings of life. So they're basically taking a different route of understanding, but it's driven by like a divine interception. So that means like someone from above. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, the next one.
Equanimity. Equanimity. Noun. Even temper and calm, usually displayed under stress. Composure. Composure in different situations.
So equanimity means that you're calm, you're even under stress, you're not irritated. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Okay, you missed the two words, but so right now we're going over epiphany, which means a sudden leap of understanding, often given by a divine inspiration. So that's from like something above. And then equanimity, which means even temper, calm, usually very calm under distress, and keep composure still during those situations. Do you understand them, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you guys to write a quick short story, 4 to 5 sentences using these two words. I'll give you 6 minutes. Okay, is everyone almost done? David Lee?
Almost.
Okay. Lee?
Nearly.
Please send it as soon as you can. Okay, how's the progress looking?
I have a few sentences left.
Okay, it's been 7 minutes, so you gotta be quicker with your work, guys.
I have like a few sentences left as well.
Okay. Okay, I got someone's response. I'm going to take it up. David, let's read yours. Hey, David.
When my mom was meditating, she said she was equanimity. I did not know what that meant, so I searched for my laptop to search it up, but I couldn't find it. Then Epiphany and remembered it was in the car. I was going to ask my mom where her car keys were, but I remembered to not distract her from meditating, so I was just stumped. Then I epiphanied again and noticed I could ask my Alexa. I asked my Alexa, and soon I realized that
Sorry, something went wrong.
Your Alexa played.
Yeah. Stop. And I realized that equanimity meant even temper and calm. Then I went to play.
Okay, so when my mom was meditating, she said she had reached. Okay, she said she had reached. She had reached. So equanimity is a noun. So we're gonna say she had reached equanimity. She had reached. I did not know what that meant. So I decided to search it up. So I decided to search it up, but I couldn't find my laptop, is what you should have said. Decided to search it. Search the definition, but I could not find my laptop. I had an epiphany. I remembered it was in my car. I was going to ask my mom where her car keys were, but I remember not to distract her when she meditates. When she meditates. So epiphany means like you realize something like from divine interception, right? So you don't really want to use epiphany for Alexa. So we're gonna say, then I remembered that I could ask could ask my Alexa. I asked my Alexa, and soon I realized equanimity meant even temper and calm. So we could just end it off there. Okay, David?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Lee.
My Alexa also rung too for some
really?
reason. Yeah.
Oh,
It went like I can't help you for that or something.
interesting. Okay. Can you read this for me?
Buddhism is an epiphany from the gods. About 520 million people practice Buddhism. That's about 7% of the entire population of Earth. Buddhism is a practice of equanimity and following the teachings of Buddha. Buddhists believe that after you die, you get reborn depending on your karma, your thoughts, and your state of mind.
All right. So Buddhism is a Buddhism is an epiphany from God. So what does epiphany mean? The leap of understanding, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to see that Buddhism is an epiphany of the gods, not from the gods, of the gods. It's a leap of understanding, right? For about 50 billion people, for about 520 million people who practice Buddhism, sorry. That's about 7% of the entire population of Earth. Buddhism is a practice of equanimity and following the teachings of Buddha. By following, so it's by following, not and following. By following the teachings of Buddha. Buddhists believe that after you die, you get reborn depending on your karma, thoughts, and state of mind at the time of death. Oh, during your lifetime, sorry. That is correct. Good job. Just small things, okay? And God is the capital G. All right, so the next two words. Can someone read this for me? Lee.
Equinox.
Equinox.
Noun. Equinox. Noun. Either of the 2 days in a year when the sun crosses a celestial equator, and the day and night are approximately equal. The vernal equinox occurs in the spring, and the autumnal equinox occurs in the fall.
Yes, so equinox is basically 2 days where the sun crosses the celestial equator and day and night are approximately equal. So that it's basically this part of life. That's what you would see at the equator. Okay, what about the next one? Lee, read the next one.
Eradicate. To destroy, get rid of, or do away with utterly. To wipe a thing out, leaving no sign, so it cannot recur or return. It is the greatest hope of many medical researchers to eradicate cancer within the next 20 years.
Good job. So it means to get rid of, leaving no signs of, and just wipe off. Okay? So now I really want you guys quickly to write a story with these two. And I'm going to make it 4 sentences. It doesn't need to be long. It's just a very simple thing. And I'll give you 5 minutes. I really want you to stick within the time limit, guys. David, do you understand the words before we go on?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I got one answer. Let's take this up. Okay. Lee, are you almost done?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. David, can you read it for me? David?
Today in science class, I learned about equinox and that it meant either of the 2 days in the year when the sun crosses the celestial equator.
Celestial.
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 Celestial equator. A student in my class named James said that the equinox occurs in the spring. He said that pollution also occurs in the spring. So he said to eradicate all the plastic in the woods, lakes, and oceans. Then Miss Motley said to not get off topic and focus on science and not pollution.
Okay, so today, in science class, I learned about equinox. And okay, so we can say which means. So, David, what's equinox? So it's 2 days in a year when the sun crosses the celestial equator, okay, right? So, in 2 days it means, which meant, so we can say I learned about equinox, which means that there are 2 days in a year where the sun crossed the celestial equator. A student in my class named James, so student in my class, and you could just take out the name and just you can make an interruption to say the name. So we can say, comma, James said that equinox occurs in the spring. He also said, so we can say also said that pollution, there's 2 L's in pollution, okay? Also occurs in the spring. He said to it, he's convinced that we can reword this instead of saying he said all the time. We can reword this and say he thinks that if we eradicate all the plastic in the woods, lake, and oceans, pollution will be gone. So we're gonna say that, okay? That's what we're gonna say instead. He believes, he thinks that if the world eradicated all the plastic in the woods, lakes, and ocean, pollution would be gone. Pollution would be gone. Pollution would be gone. Then we can say, or you can say then, Miss Motley said to not to get so to said Miss Motley said to not get to stay on topic and focus on, so you can just say stay on topic, okay? That's a little confusing to say not to get off, like it's confusing and awkward to say. Just say to stay on topic and focus. And we're gonna add quotations because she's saying it, right? Stay on topic, and focus is spelled with a U, no O. On science, not on, we can say on equinox and not pollution, okay? Because technically pollution is still science. And pollution is with an extra L. But you used the words correctly. Good job. Okay, Lee. Choo, choo, choo. All right. Okay, can you read it for me?
Yes, sir, the young trooper said. He turned and walked away. Soon our plans will be in action, says the general. Everything is in place. Soon we will be able to eradicate all humans from. Sir, the engines are overheating, a trooper shouted, drowning the general out. Yuxi, run, eject. Make sure you are able to arrive at Earth before the vernal equinox, the general shouted.
Okay. Eject, make sure you're able to arrive. What is the okay? Yeah, I guess you got that from thing. Okay. Yes, the troopers are all everything's in place. Soon we'll be able to eradicate. Okay, the engines are overheating. The general is actually with the capital G. It's a name. And okay. And this is a lowercase t. This is a capital G. Okay. Good job, Lee. This is correct. All right. So we're not going to do this because I split this. So there's four different types of sentences. So we have declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamative. Exclamative, sorry. Can someone read what declarative means? The function of it?
Statement. It tells us something. John Mary.
Good job. So it's a statement. It's something that firmly informs us of something. And interrogative, Lee, can you read that?
Interrogative. Question. It asks us something. Does Mary like John?
So it's a question, as you can tell. Imperative, David. Or Camilla if she's here. I don't think Camilla's here. David, can you read it for me?
Command. It tells us to do something. Stop. Close the door.
So it's just like directing us in instructions. Exclamative. Exclamative, sorry. Lee?
Exclamative. Exclamation. It expresses surprise. What a funny story he told us.
Good job. So it's just expressing surprise, usually uses exclamation mark and all that. So this is just going into the detail. So usually it goes for declarative, a subject plus a verb. So these are like positive declaratives where it's like I like the coffee, watched TV last night. Negative is when you say you don't like coffee and you didn't watch it. Interrogative is the same thing. It's just questions. So there's positive and negative. Usually it comes with a whoa kind of word. So that means like why, what, how, the 4 W's and 1 H. That's what they talk about. Then there'll be a subject. In this case will be you and the verb. Like or anything. Then there's imperative, which is instructions. Stop. Don't stop. There's positive and negative. It's usually just a verb that we're focusing on. So give her the coffee. Don't give her the coffee. And then exclamative is when you use an exclamation point. So what? You can use it as a sentence or like a question. What a liar he is, how he lied, all that, okay? So now, what kind of sentence is the first one? David. Read it out loud.
Besides the seat of our federal government, Ottawa is home to an impressive array of museums.
What is that? Tell me what it is.
Interrogative.
Interrogative? What does interrogative mean? What kind of sentence is that? David. We went over it. Go look at it. What does it mean?
Question.
Is that a question or
no?
So what is it?
declarative.
Good job. It's declarative. Okay. Then 2. David. Sorry, Lee.
When did Marie Curie win the Nobel Prize? It should be interrogative or some.
Interrogative. Okay. And then number 3, David.
I can't wait to go to my driver's. I can't wait to get my driver's license! Exclamatory.
Good job. All right. There's more. Camilla, are you here? Okay. David. Sorry, you just answered. Lee.
Consider yourself fortunate that you missed a test.
What is it?
Declarative.
Good job. And David.
The likelihood of 2 people having the same set of fingerprints is incredibly low.
What is it?
Declarative?
Yep. Good job. Because it's a statement. All right. Oh, what is this? Literary devices. We're going to go through some literary devices. Can someone read this for me? Personification. Let's have Lee read it.
What's personification in English? A simple definition. So what's personification all about? Personification is a type of figurative language where human characteristics, such as thoughts, feelings, or actions, are given to something non-human. So non-human, in this case, encompasses everything from inanimate objects to plants and animals. Personification is similar in some ways to another form of figurative language, metaphors. However, the difference is that metaphors can compare any one thing to another, whilst personification is more to do with comparing the way a thing or a object behaves with our own human behaviors.
Okay, so personification is basically something that gives non-humans, so animals, feelings, the rain, human traits. So that can be like the sky is crying. When people say the sky is crying, what does that mean?
It's raining.
Yes, so that's personification. They're giving it human traits. Why do we use personification? David, can you let the class know?
Now that we know the answer to what's personification in English, we can explore why it's important and why it's used by writers and poets. Giving human characteristics to non-human objects or creatures brings those non-human things to life, especially if they're normally inanimate in real life. It relies on the reader's imagination to imagine the personification, as it's typically something that you wouldn't see in the real world. Personification is usually used for a specific purpose within text. For example, the reader might use personification to inspire empathy in the reader. If we describe the teddy bear as mistreated by its owner, we can't help us feel sorry for it, even though it is an inanimate object.
Good job. Why is this in? Okay, so now we're going to go into our prompt, which I want you to use personification for it. So I want you to write about a character who, for whatever reason, retreats to a remote cabin. And I want you to use some type of personification for it, okay? So I'm going to give you 7 minutes, okay? Do you guys understand personification?
Yeah.
David?
Yeah.
Okay. So the prompt is write a character who, for whatever reason, retreats to a remote cabin and include examples of personification. 7 minutes, guys.
What's a remote cabin?
So a remote cabin means like an isolated cabin. It's a cabin that no one's around. It's absolutely nowhere. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, how's everyone's stories going?
Like almost done.
Okay. Lee, are you almost done too?
Have.
Okay. Okay, guys, can you guys do me a favor? Send in what you have. Both of you guys, send in what you have. Okay. David, are you done?
Yeah, I just finished.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Please send in what you have, please. Okay. I want to cite some homework before I leave. And we're going to take this up next class. So Lee, I'm sure you're not done, so that's going to be your homework. We're going to finish this. You're going to finish this for next class, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then your homework is, so I want you to write a short speech made by a funny person, no more than, oh, this is the wrong day, no more than 150 words. So it's supposed to be a short speech with a funny person using personification and two sentence structures. So do you know what that means? Declarative, interrogative, what's the two other? Exclamatory.
Imperative or something.
And so it's declarative, interrogative, exclamatory, and what?
And was it imperative?
Yes, imperative. So those are the ones. So I want two sentence structures included in your answer, and you have to use personification, okay? If it goes over the word limit, that's okay. But don't submit it on the form. Bring it for next week, okay?
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.